Hey there, it's Ella from the Spline team. Today, we're diving into components. If you're looking to save some time, stay organized, and create reusable design systems that can increase the performance of your scene, components are your new best friend. In this video, we'll cover everything you need to know about components, from creating and using them to managing overrides and variations. Alright, let's get started. Components in Spline are reusable objects that can be duplicated and updated across your scene. The main component is the master object. Any changes you make here will be reflected in all of the instances across your scene. Instances are copies of the main component. While they stay connected to the main component, you can override specific properties like position, material, or geometry to customize them further. Creating components and instances is super simple. Let's walk through it. So to create a component, right-click on any object and select Create Component, or use the shortcut Shift plus Command plus K. To create instances, duplicate the main component using Command D. Then copy and paste or simply drag it to a new location while holding Command. If I move or change the objects inside the main component, all of the instances will reflect that change. But you can adjust the materials individually for each element of each instance. So in this case, I can adjust the text to place a different number on each key of the keyboard. And as you can see, even when I make these individual changes, the instances remain attached to the main component. Sometimes you may want an instance to work independently. Let's explore how to detach and manage instances. To detach an instance, right-click and select Detach Instance, or use the detach icon in the instance panel. The object will no longer be updated by the main component. You can also reset overrides from the instance panel. Choose Reset Object Overrides to reset changes on the instance, or reset all overrides to restore the entire object to match the main component. Overrides can give you flexibility to customize instances while staying connected to the main component. But what if you want to push changes from the instance back to the main component? Well, here's how you do that. From the instance panel, select Push Changes to Main. This will update the main component with all of the changes that you've made to the instance. And overrides let you tweak properties like transform, geometry, or materials. If you ever want to reset individual properties, simply right-click and select the property Reset. Now, let's talk about making your components even more versatile with variations and swamping. To create variations, add different elements to your main component and toggle their visibility. In instances, you can control which variations are visible by giving you multiple designs from a single component. In the instance panel, use the drop-down menu to swap between different components in your scene without losing your instance setup. Now, for more of a practical use case, let's look at creating a design system for a project. Like these reusable buttons or icons. Update the main component, and all of these instances across our scene are going to be updated automatically. For larger scenes, I would use components for repeating elements like trees or buildings. And if you need to make changes to those, just update that main component and every instance again will be adjusted accordingly. Then you can combine components with animations to create consistent, reusable motion graphics that stay in sync with your design updates. And since we're in the season, we want to show you how you can use components in this scene. As we mentioned, components were incredibly helpful for creating variations of characters and other elements, like the GIFs you see in this scene. You can see how we use components here. So here on our main component, this is our Santa character. And from here, we created similar characters by adjusting the hair and adding different variations like the hats. We also used the same techniques for the GIFs. We'll leave this scene linked in the video description in case you want to take a closer look and use it during this holiday season. Before we wrap up, here are a few best practices to get the most out of your components. 1. Keep your components organized with clear names to easily manage your scene. 2. Use variations to test multiple designs without duplicating work. And 3. Make use of overrides for customizations while keeping the flexibility of reusable components. Alright, that's a wrap on this video, Components in Spline. We've covered creating components, managing instances, and using variations to save time and stay consistent in your designs. If this tutorial was helpful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more Spline tips. Make sure to drop a comment down below if you have any feedback or questions for us. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!